Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kyle Richards calls out Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Co-stars over ugly plastic surgery feud. Kyle Richards does not approve of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-stars Dora Kemsley and Sutton Stracke's current feud. I do not like when anybody talks about people's looks or their financial situations. It's ugly, Richards, 55, said to Page 6 on Saturday, November 24th. Listen, I've had my arguments. We disagree on the show. But I don't do ugly, she continued. I don't hit below the belt. I don't like that. The drama between Kemsley, 48, and Stracke, 53, began last month, when Stracke did a joint interview with Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Lisa Barlow. For MTV UK, the Housewives teamed up to play a game of Who Even Am I?, where they had to guess the identity of the celebrity based on a series of clues. When the women got to Kemsley, the digs got personal. Our HOBH's Kyle Richards thinks there's a way back. With Dora Kemsley after explosive fight as Stracke held up a photo of her RHOBH co-star. Barlow responded that she holds grudges and lives way above her means. Stracke ultimately guessed Kemsley and confessed that they still had unresolved issues to work through. I don't think she ever let the mouse go, Stracke said to Barlow. The lady can't get a hint. Barlow, for her part, paid Kemsley a compliment by calling her pretty. Stracke retorted, well, when you've had enough surgery anybody can be pretty. After word got out of Stracke's diss, Kemsley decided to fire back. Why hasn't Sutton done plastic surgery then? She said during a November interview with Page 6. She has the money, right? She can afford plastic surgery, so why hasn't she done it if it is that easy? I'm just curious. Kemsley also cleared the air regarding her co-star's plastic surgery claims, stating that she hasn't had any work done aside from a breast augmentation. I stand here today, hand on my heart, promise you, I would happily tell you if I did anything other than my boobs. She confessed, and I have not. Our HOBH's Sutton Stracke and Kyle Richards are still taking some space from their friendship. I miss her. While Stracke and Kemsley have their beef outside of our HOBH, the women have also been at odds with Richards this season. In the season 14 trailer, which gives fans a glimpse of the upcoming season, viewers saw the trio get into a heated argument after a dinner party. God gave you two ears and one mouth for a reason. Can you let me talk? Richards retorted. While Kemsley clapped back, it's okay, Kyle. It's time for you to effing listen. After the trailer dropped, Stracke weighed in on the intense moment. In Beverly Hills, glam is gospel, and Botox is practically bottled holy water. But even in a town built on beauty secrets and surgical upgrades, there's one thing no housewife wants to admit, that the work didn't work. Kyle Richards, longtime diamond holder, and unofficial voice of reason on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, has officially had it. After weeks of whispers, shade-filled confessionals, and not-so-subtle Instagram captions, she's calling out her co-stars for what she describes as an ugly and unnecessary plastic surgery feud that spiraled wildly out of control. It started innocently enough, or at least as innocently as anything can on a Bravo franchise. At a recent cast event allegedly themed old Hollywood elegance, but quickly dubbed Botox and betrayal by fans, tensions flared when two housewives, rumored to be Erica Jane and Dora Kemsley, began throwing thinly veiled insults about who had work done and who was pretending not to. One reportedly asked, if you're going to get your face redone, at least admit it. Don't act like you just woke up refreshed after a yoga retreat. The other fired back. Some of us age gracefully. Others renovate. Cue the gasps. Cue the fox-shocked clutches at diamond-encrusted necklaces. Cue Kyle Richards rolling her eyes so hard you could practically hear it. Now, Kyle isn't anti-plastic surgery. She's been open about her own breast reduction, nose job, and affinity for lasers that sound like they belong in a sci-fi film. But what she is anti, apparently, is hypocrisy disguised as moral superiority. I don't care who does what to their face, Kyle allegedly snapped during filming. According to an insider, what I do care about is grown women acting like middle schoolers because someone's lip filler migrated. Kyle later expanded on her stance in a recent interview, making it crystal clear. We've all had something done. This is Beverly Hills, not Amish country. The real issue? Jealousy and jawlines, and budget wars at the Met. Space sources say the argument wasn't really about plastic surgery. It was about power. Who looks the youngest? Who gets the best deals from celebrity surgeons? Who can afford to freeze time? And who's faking it with Sephora samples and Facetune? 1 insider claims a housewife even accused another of getting a secret $50,000 facelift during the hiatus and pretending it was just clean eating and gratitude journaling. Kyle reportedly found the whole thing exhausting. She's tired of watching 40 and 50-something women compare their foreheads like they're checking for dents on leased vehicles, says the source. She basically told them, if you want to fight, do it over something that matters like charity events or betrayal, not whose chin is new. Social media pours gasoline on the fire, of course. As with all great Housewives drama, the feud didn't stay confined to the dinner table. It leaked into Instagram stories, TikTok side-eyes, and suspicious captions like, "Natural beauty hits different. Some of y'all got your ears pulled too tight and lost your hearing. When you pay for a new face but still lack personality." Fans became amateur forensic surgeons, creating before and after slideshows like they were prepping for trial. Plastic surgeons on YouTube chimed in like courtroom witnesses, analyzing jawlines with laser pointers. Kyle, meanwhile, appeared on her story sipping iced coffee and writing, "I'm too old and too tired for this. Love yourself or love your surgeon, just stop fighting about it." Is Kyle the only voice of reason left in Beverly Hills? If there's one thing Kyle understands better than contour lighting and storyline survival, it's that Housewives' longevity requires balance. Stir drama, yes. Draw blood, maybe. But drag each other over injectables? Amateur Kyle reportedly reminded her castmates that they're supposed to be aspirational, not cautionary tales of what happens when filler meets fury. "I want to fight about real things," she allegedly told production. Friendship betrayal. Emotional distance. Who stole whose glam squad? Not forehead mobility. Will this be the next big storyline? Absolutely. Bravo editors are probably already stitching together close-up slow-mos of every wrinkle and ripple. Andy Cohen is somewhere polishing his reunion cards like a Bond villain, waiting to say, "Let's talk about the facelift accusations." But if Kyle has her way, the feud will cool before anyone ends up looking permanently surprised. She doesn't care who nipped or tucked, says the insider. She just wants the group to stop acting like wrinkle shaming is a personality trait. The moral of the story: in Beverly Hills, beauty is power, but class is rare whether you love her or think she's to Switzerland sometimes. Kyle Richards is right. Aging is hard. Aging on TV is harder. And aging while competing for camera time next to women with unlimited access to stem cells? Nearly impossible. So maybe, just maybe, the Housewives should take a beat. Put down the syringes and the shady Instagram quotes. Stop trying to expose each other's surgeons like it's investigative journalism. And remember, everyone's face is their own journey. Some roads are natural, some are paved with Juvederm. Either way, Kyle just wants the group to stop turning Beverly Hills into Battle of the Brows, and honestly, that's the kind of leadership a franchise needs.